MAT112 Chapter 3 Compounding Truths. So first of all, the most important information we can get from the question is K, which is 0.041, which is we can convert it from 4.1%, and M, because compounded every 2 months, which is basically every 6 months, every 6 times. Then C equals to 10, which is basically 10 years, and S is equals to RM45,000. And this is the formula that we are going to use, which is S equals to P in a bracket 1 plus I close bracket N. Or we can summarize it into S equal P in a bracket 1 plus K over N close bracket and M T. So first we need to substitute all of this information into the equation. So we get 45,000 equals to P in the bracket 1 plus 0.041 over 6 close bracket in the power of 6 times 10. And then we shift solve in your calculator and we get 29,905 and 94 cents. That's it.
The answer for this question is okay. So the additional RM15,000. So the S you get RM60,000. Okay, so for the KST equity fund is RM60,000 times 50%. You will get RM30,000. So the rate for KST equity fund is 4.36. If you convert it, you will get 0.0436, and the compounded is 12, which is monthly, and the time is 10 years. So we will use this formula, which is S equal to P 1 plus K over M MT for because we want to find the maturity value. So we just substitute this data into this formula. So the P is RM30,000, and then we just subs and then 1 plus the 0.0436 over 10, and then the MT is 12 and 10. So after we sub all the data into this formula, we will get the maturity value is RM46,358.62 cents. Okay, so for the WMS equity fund, we will use the same formula like this one. So we just substitute all data into this formula, and then we will get this answer, RM46506.49. Okay, so after we get these two values, we will sum up these two.
Let's go here. So VMS conservative fund give you better deal than KST equity fund because their profit is higher than WMS, mostly compounding yield, higher effective interest.
Alright, let's go here. Alright, for this one, we need to have maturity value, we need principal, and we need interest. So, the maturity value is 92,865 and 11 cents. And then the principal is 29,905 and 94 cents plus 15,000. And then the interest, we want to find the interest, is S minus P. So S we put over here 92,865 and 11 cents minus bracket these two, total of these two, and then you get the total of 47,959 and 17 cents. Right, let's go here. So P is the principal, 55,000. K is the rate, 0.04. M is 12 months, and T is 12 years. So S equals P, bracket 1 plus I bracket power of n. We want to simplify it to become this this formula, S equals P bracket 1 plus K over M bracket power of M and T. So right here we have to put all of this information in to this formula. So S equals to 55,000 bracket 1 plus 0.04 over 12 bracket and then power of 12 times 12. And then S will become RM 88,813 and 17 cents. That's all.
Come here, let me explain. So A is present value, which is RM 88,813.17 cents. So I is equal to K over M. So which is 0.04 over 12. And then N equal MT, which is N equal 60. So we insert the value in this formula, which is A equal to R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket negative N over I bracket. So after we insert the value, it will be RM 88,830.70 cents equal to R bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.04 over 12 bracket 0.04 bracket over 12 bracket negative 60. And then we get the answer for R, which is RM 16,000 is 1,635 and 63 cents. Thank you.
Right, so we're going to continue. We have collected all the information by information above. So A is equals to RM 46,900, T is equals to 7, K is equal to 0.0312, and M is equals to 12. Now, what the questions want us to do is the monthly payment. So first, monthly payment. The question already asked for monthly payment, and we need to do the down payment, which is 67,000 times 30% equals to 20,100, and then 67,000 minus by 20,100, and we get RM 46,900. That is the balance that we need to find. And then we substitute all of this into this formula, which is A equals to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I bracket negative power of negative N divided by I, and which we can simplify it into A equals to R in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 minus K over M bracket negative power of negative MT over K over M. So we have found the I, which is K equals to M, and then it is also 0.0312 over 12. And also we have found N, which is MT. We also found it, which is 12 times 7 equals to 84. So we just substitute all of this into this formula, and we get RM 46,900 equals to R in bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.0312 over 12 bracket power of negative 84 over 0.0312 over 12. Boom! We get RM 622.24. But we are not done yet. We have to find the total amount interest, which is I equals to NR minus A. So we substitute all the information that we have and substitute it into this formula, and we get 84 times 622.24 minus RM 46,900, and then we got RM 5,368.16, and that is all for this answer.
So we collect the information from the question. So R is equal to RM 622.24. This one we already got from the question 1, and then the 0.01312, and then the F is 12, and then N is 4, because we want to know how much should she pay on her fourth payment. So we must find I first, which is I equal to K over N, and then we get 0.0312 over 12. So we will use this formula. Okay, so S equal to R bracket plus I plus bracket power of n minus 1 over I and close the bracket. So we just substitute all information and then put in the formula that we will use. So S equal to RM622.24 bracket and bracket 1 plus 0.0312 over 12 close the bracket power of 4 and then over 0.0312 over 12, so minus 1, and we will get the answer is RM2498.68.
Alright, now we're moving on to the last question for today. Now, how we want to solve it? It is very simple. First, of course, we have to collect all of the information that we got from above, such as R equals to RM622.24, I is equals to K over M, which is also known as 0.0312 over 12, and the most important part is the N. N is 84, which is the total, and 60 we minus by 60, which is that has been already paid, and we get 24, which is what we are going to search for, which is to be paid. Now, moving on to the formula, A equals to R in a bracket of 1 minus bracket 1 plus I bracket power of negative n divided by I, and then we just substitute it into a formula. All of this information into a formula, we get A equals to RM622.24 in bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 plus 0.0312 over 12 bracket power of negative 24 over 0.0312 over 12, and thus we get RM 14,459.16 cents. And we're not done yet, since we have to find the total interest charge, which is we are going to use the formula I equals to NR minus A, which we will get 60 times by 622.24 minus 46,900, and thus we get RM 4,893.56 cents. And that is all from us. Goodbye.